Good morning, friends. I hope you're all having a good day. We appreciate you all being here and hanging out and being a part of the stream. I hope you all can hear me. I hope you all can hear the music as well behind me. But welcome on in, everybody. How has your weekend been treating you so far? Hopefully it's been well as well. So today is September 28th, 2025. It's approximately 11:08 a.m. Central Standard Time here over in the Indianas. But like I said, I hope you're all having a fantastic morning so far. Hopefully you've had a good weekend as well. Audio good. Thanks, Angel. And thank you everybody who was able to come hang out in the Cabana Movie Hall last night. We really had a lot of fun. Last night we watched what was it, Thunderbolts, which is a pretty interesting movie. I think the movie was pretty good. I enjoyed watching that. So we learned a couple of things last night, is that I can't stream from where I originally thought that I could stream from. So that's going to mean that we're going to have to probably make some changes to our Cabana Movie Hall. Now, the only change really what that means for us here is that I'll probably have to just make sure to own the movies like we originally were doing. And I might also, depending on how many people are a part of the Cabana Movie Lounge, movie hall, we can see if we can just rent the movie also if we needed to. I did not get my coffee yet. I think what we'll do is we'll chat for a little bit. I got a surprise for you all that I want to get into. And then after that, we might talk for a little while, go on a break, and then I'll get that. Let you all do some uninterrupted fishing, and then we'll go from there. But for now, we're just going to chat and talk about some things. I got some stuff to show you and all of that. But yeah, the movie was okay. It probably wasn't one of my favorite Marvel movies. It's one of those movies that has to exist in order to move the story forward, which is totally fine. They have progressively become, less of the type of movie that I would go and see. But like I said, I mean, it was good to be able to watch it. Next month, I'm really excited because obviously it's going to be October. There's tons of really great movies that are going to be coming up. And so I'm going to be setting up a schedule tomorrow in our Discord for what it's going to look like for the Cricket Club, what to expect for the fishing schedule and the score, what day we're going to actually start the fishing competition. Since this was such a short month, I don't believe that we'll actually have a fishing competition this month, as it's kind of like the preliminary thing. And then I might even end up deciding on what the goal will be for that also. And speaking of goals as well, I wanted to share with you all what my stats look like in terms of YouTube, just to kind of show off a little bit of how well you all have been helping me. And I wanted to take a second to really thank you all for spending so much time watching my silly videos, because it has helped a lot. So let me go over here and see if we can't get that pulled up. Let's see here. Here we go. All right, so as you can see on the screen here, we are at 237 subscribers as the time that we actually clipped this. So I don't know what it's at now. Probably pretty close to that, maybe the same. Anyway, we've been growing exponentially for that. When I picked this back up again, I was at 150 something subs. So I mean, we've gotten like 75 subs in the last 28 days. So it's been wild. And the big one that we're looking at is the 3,000 hours. So that has been growing a lot as well. We're at 1,146 hours now. We need 3,000. So you guys watching all those videos, keeping them on. I mean, I'm getting about 50 to 60 hours a day. And so in that term, yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, my end goal is to try to get to the point to where we can start getting ad revenue and things like that by December. So that's the goal, because I really, really, really this year want to be able to give my parents the Christmas that they deserve. So that's the goal for us, is to make sure that we can do that. And the Christmas they deserve is to not have to pay and stress about any kind of bills that they got going on. And they can actually get presents that they like and can spend a little bit of time not having to stress about all the things that life brings. So I really appreciate that. You all are helping me get there. And, I say the word appreciate a lot, and I hope you understand that I don't use it lightly, even though I say it a lot. I just really, I wish I had a better word, really, but yeah, it's very humbling to know that you all are helping me get to make my dreams come true and be able to help them a little bit as well. So it's super cool, and I really appreciate it. So thank you for that. So yeah, like I said, we're getting there. We're about 1,146 hours in to 3,000, and that'll be the first little leg of monetization for us here, and that will be where we'll be after we hit this little metric or whatever. It will end up getting us to the same point we would be at with Twitch, which would have been subs and things like that. So it'll help in a little way. We won't get monetization from ads right away from that, but it'll help us get a little closer to that end goal. So, like I said, I just appreciate you all helping me. You all are helping 1,000% get there very quickly, and I really appreciate that a lot. So there we go. And for those of you who may be here and not sure what we're really talking about in terms of, you know, what we got going on here, in kind of as a collective, since we're not really doing the Twitch thing anymore, we have a Cricket Cabana Club that is a paid service through our Discord that allows you to have an unlimited fishing game. Now, and also there are some events that we're going to be hosting tonight. We're going to be hosting a video game lounge. So basically, you bring your comfy clothes, bring your poison of choice or whatever you're gonna do to the to the game lounge in our Discord tonight, and bring your games, play with us. We're gonna be hanging out there, playing games, doing all the things. If we get enough people in and we can all agree on a game, then we might play together. I'll probably be playing World of Warcraft, of course, or maybe I'll be working on a video or something along those lines. But that just provides you all with an opportunity to kind of hang out with me over in the game lounge in the Cricket Club. So if you're a part of that and you would like to hang out, play games, if you are a WoWer out there, we'll be doing a lot of World of Warcraft stuff out there as well. So I'd love to have you be a part of that if you could. And the link is provided as the pinned message right now. So yeah, that would be cool. Another thing is, if you're trying to figure out what we were talking about before, I kind of jumped around. I don't know what I was thinking. It made sense to me after I said what I just said to go from there. But anyway, if you were trying to decide how best to help me, how to support the channel, and all the things, then we have I don't know where it went. We have a playlist. Here it is. And so we advise or suggest to watch everything on that playlist first, because those are the longest videos that I have available right now. So you watching those, which a number of you already are, and I really appreciate that. But if you watch those, the 6-8 hour, or I think I got like a couple of 6-hour ones in there, maybe even a 7 or 8 hour, I'm not sure, but they're really long. It was when I was first starting to do all the things before I learned all the YouTube rules. But anyway, since they're there, I may as well use them to my advantage. So you watching those is gonna bring me the hours and bring that that score or whatever, the valid public watched hours up to 3,000, and then things will be better for me anyway. And then you don't have to worry too much about being a part of the Cricket Club or anything like that either. But we're going to keep the Cricket membership going on even when I get monetized. And we're going to always be bringing new things into that. So the movie night, we might bring book club back in a little while. As soon as some of the older games that we were playing, such as Enshrouded, Grounded 1 and 2, RuneScape, Dragon Wilds, and the list goes on and on. There's a bunch of games we were playing before we got into WoW originally. As soon as those come in a big update, we're going to probably get a server together or host a place where we can all play. And so that's going to be all encompassed into the Cricket Club. And if you would like to be a part of that, then that's the best way to make sure that we can all be a big, happy family and play together and things like that. And, you know, I would say probably within the next couple of weeks, if not months, we should be hearing back from at least one of the games that I mentioned for an update. I'm really looking forward to Grounded 2, because they're going to be coming out with Cricket soon, and I think that's going to be pretty exciting as well. It'll be Cricket working on a video, me and Angel bickering about the fishing hole. Exactly. Well, I haven't decided exactly what we're going to do in regards of just as a thank you generally for you all being a part of the Cricket Club. But I would like to start the fishing competition some point here, and to make sure that we have enough people. I got to figure out exactly how to start that and how it works with people coming in late and so on and so forth. So we're gonna have to play it by ear and kind of just figure it out as we go. So I appreciate your all's understanding in that regard. And you know, we're kind of a evolving, growing kind of ecosystem kind of thing that's going on right now. So I appreciate you letting it grow as it does, and things change and all of that. So that's it makes me feel less stressed to try to get it all right and everything, because it's better if it grows naturally, I think. But yeah, we'll totally be doing a book club. The first books we'll probably read is, I don't know, probably something to do with Harry Potter, more than likely, maybe. Because I know that I have all those books, and that shouldn't be that hard to do. I think having it over 100% every month would be best. It would give new people a chance to practice, and then, yeah, exactly. Right. And so, you know, the problem with it is that you never really know where the growth is going to come from or when a lot of people are going to come in. And I would hate for people to come in and right before a restart, and then they have to pay another month in order for them to see. You know, it's going to get complicated, so we're going to have to figure out how all that works. And then we'll go from there. But the one thing that I can very much guarantee is that next month, in October, we're going to be watching a Halloween movie probably every weekend from the beginning to the end. And that's going to be like Ghostbusters, Halloween Town, maybe some Harry Potter, possibly. That's kind of Halloweenish. Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus 2. What the hell is that movie called? Anyway, there's going to be a lot of them, so we're going to watch them all, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And so, yeah, basically every weekend. So that's like 4 movies. Well, yeah, that's not too bad, actually, if you think about it. It's only really 4 movies for the whole month. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be having game hangouts on Sundays as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't exactly decided what day what time we're going to do that. Because typically when I'm done streaming, there's a lot of things that I like to do afterwards. Mostly, lately, you all probably know, is that I comb over my VOD, or what we have recorded, download it, and then make it into a bunch of videos, usually, depending on what I've done throughout the day. And so that's kind of that's kind of the cycle that I want to do and keep going. So if it wasn't until later tonight that we played video games, I don't know if the interest would be better then, or if it would be hotter like right after the stream. So that's up to you all to decide as a part of the Cricket Club. You know, which way would be better for you all, the more enjoyable. I know that, for Katie, for example, you probably don't even get off until later tonight anyway, like 6 or 7 o'clock. So you wouldn't really be able to do too much other than just kind of hang out until later tonight anyway, right? There's the last dregs of coffee, and it's almost 12. That is a problem. Okay, and so that's basically what we're gonna do. So today, kind of on the agenda, is we are going to do a Brewfest shopping spree. So I've been spending some time getting as many coins as I can from all my alts, and that's going to be something that we're going to do today, actually. Is I'm going to log on to every single alt that I have available that can kill the Brewfest boss, and we're going to get as many coins as possible, and at the end we're going to see what we can buy with how many we have. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I can hang out on VC while I work, but I can't really start playing games until 8 or 9 p.m. most of the time. But next year, I'm trying to get Sundays off of work. Oh, nice. That'll be cool. Hell yeah. Well, I hope that you're able to do that, because you definitely should give yourself just a day, to be able to to just catch up and get some sleep or anything like that. So, also, I was taking a look at the collector's edition of the game, and according to the website, it looks as though if I bought that, so it's $40 as an upgrade for the collector's edition of the version of the game that I have, but you also get 3 months of game time in the midst of that, I believe. So if I were to do that and get 3 months, then it would actually be more beneficial for me to do that rather than just paying the $15 a month to get the game going. Because let's just see, math. I hate math. Math is so yucky. Let me just tell you that right now. What are we trying to do? We're trying to math. I already forgot all the numbers that I just said. Let's see here. Probably won't be every Sunday, but you're going to try to shift some work days. That's cool. Wow, some wowing's about to start. I know, right? Yeah, time zones are probably really stressful, and I'm sorry about that, Angel. I know you do a great job of keeping up with everything, though, and everybody's schedule. I don't know when you ever find any time to sleep because you're basically in everybody's stream, and we all really appreciate your loyalty to all the friends. You know, I see you over in Cordy's stream a lot. I see you over in Buck's stream a lot. And it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was mathing, so whatever. We're just gonna skip that. Oh well. Anyway, you get 4 to 6 hours when you can. Hey, that's no problem. You know, I typically if I sleep that way, when I just, you know, when I feel tired, I go to sleep for a couple of hours and wake up. I feel like I get a lot more done than trying to sleep at a traditional time. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, we're trying to get there. Now, where did I had something over here as a part of the surprise I was going to tell you all about. I lost a piece of it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not sure. Man, I wish I would remember. Does anybody remember what I was trying to math? Man, I really lost my track of. I don't even have anything written down that I was even trying to math. You won Voyages of Nera? Oh, that's cool. At times. 2 times. You won the game twice? Nice. Yeah, you know, I probably, I did not buy... I didn't, or, well, I don't own the game. I was just playing the beta, and it's $30, so I could probably get in on the beta right now, but the thing about the growth that we have on YouTube is if I change anything like that right now, I'm kind of stuck in WoW until we get to the point to where we're supposed to be, you know, kind of thing. I have unfortunately gotten myself into a bottleneck kind of situation where we're gonna have to probably just do WoW for a while. And you know, eventually that's kind of why the Cricket Club exists, is because in the Cricket Club we're gonna be able to play, you know, games together and hang out and do all the things, but it won't mess up my algorithm on YouTube. And I'm not saying that playing a game with the community would. I'm just saying in terms of trying to be focused on one niche, I think it's probably best to stay focused on that to try to get the end result the way that we're doing. That's why we're growing so well right now. So, you know, we're going to save all the other games for the Game Lounge and get to play together as a community. And I think that's going to be a lot more fun than you all just sitting here watching me, you know, cut a bunch of grass all day or whatever. You're giving it to a less fortunate friend? That's a good idea. Yeah, I love that. I will enter again, and I might get lucky. No, don't worry about that, Angel. Yeah, don't consider me for any of that, other than if you would like to donate it to our fishing game thing. You know, we are always open to any donations for free games for the month. If you would like to do that, you totally can. And we can give that away to somebody as a part of our community. I try not to do that too often because I would like to, you know, the whole point of the Patreon is to get some money collected together so then we can start paying back for you all being so supportive and helpful. So, you know, I want to be able to get enough to be able to buy a game and be able to give it back to you all, you know, every month or every couple of months or however it works. You know, that might actually be the better way of looking at it, is if we did like a 2-month competition or maybe even a 3-month competition and then go from there. Let's see here, fishing. I don't know. We're just kind of talking out loud. But anyway, you have to tear him away from WoW first. You will enter again and you might be lucky for it. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that... I mean, yeah, I do really love playing WoW, but like I said, now that we have set up the algorithm for YouTube, it's going to expect me to create World of Warcraft content. And if I don't, then what that does is that it resets me in that algorithm, and then we got to start back to square one again. So it's very, very, very important to stay in niche in content while you're trying to progress to the goals that we had on the screen earlier, in order for you to get there faster, because if you keep making the same kind of content, it's just going to fast track you. So that's what we're trying to do right now. And so that definitely means that we'll be making a lot of World of Warcraft content for the next probably foreseeable future. I would say probably the next year or so, at least. And, you know, there's so much new stuff coming out with the new expansion, with housing. Not to mention, we're going to be getting Classic Plus here in a couple of months also. Burning Crusade's going to be coming out. And I know a lot of you are probably like, okay, that's cool. I don't know what the hell you're saying. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. And maybe just one of those things will encourage you to want to try the game. And when it does, we're going to be here. And we're going to be excited to play with you. Yeah, no worries, Katie. We appreciate that. Fast track and then once a week, something different. Yeah, like I said, Angel, I mean, I'm going to be playing a lot of the games that we played on Twitch in the Discord in the Cabana Game Lounge. So we're going to have WoW for our streams, this kind of thing. And then for the community, you guys, we're going to be playing a lot of the other games over in the Cabana Lounge. And, yeah, I'm really excited about that. Like, I really feel the urge to bring Grounded 2 back and play that again and build in that game. Also, RuneScape. I've been really itching to try to play around with that archery update that's supposed to be coming out soon. Actually, in fact, I haven't even looked over there lately to see what that's been doing. Oh, look. Well, would you look at that? They're doing a community... Well, they did a community stream on the 25th, it looks like. Talking about all of the range updates coming out. Cool beans. So yeah, that's probably not going to be too far away, I would assume. And they probably talked about it. I'm sure he talked about when it was supposed to come out, and we totally missed it, but that's alright. That is totally alright. Okay. And so, one thing that I wanted to talk to you all about, not really talk about, but kind of show... Oh crap, I closed it. Here we go, actually. Nice. I'm glad I pinned this. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we're going to take a little break. I'll let you all get a little bit of fishing in as well over on the Discord if you would like to do that. I will also, for those of you who may not be in the Discord and may be hanging out, lurking and doing whatever you're doing, if you would like to be a part of our Discord, then here is the link to do so. Now, the fishing game is a part of our Patreon private Discord, and so if you would like to do that, there's also a link pinned. And so if you're familiar with how Twitch works, it's kind of like, the way that we're looking at that is a lot like how a sub works. So You would pay $5. You would get into our community Discord. You would be given a new title and into a private section of our Discord for fishing, for movie nights, as well as gaming sessions that we're going to be hosting later today, actually. So if you would like to be a part of that, please click all the buttons applicable. But we're going to go ahead, take a quick break. I'm going to go to use the restroom, get some drink, and we'll be back here probably in about 3 to 5 minutes or so. The coffee maker takes about, I don't know, it takes about 5 minutes actually. So it may be a little bit longer, but we'll be back and we're going to be, I have one other surprise for you all. And if you'd like a tidbit of what that's going to be, just read the title. Crickets are good as thermometers. Wow, I can't read right now. Yeah, so we're going to go do that, and we'll be back here in a couple of minutes. So do all the things you're going to do, and we'll be right back with you. thanks everybody for hanging out, being a part of all of that. So, if you are all here, you are all ready. What we're gonna do is we have a little surprise for you, in regards of why the title is the way that it is, and everything like that. So, a little retrospect is that I woke up this morning and my dad said, did you know this? And he turns this on, and it was a news report from this TV show. It's like this Sunday morning thing that he watches every Sunday. And they asked why crickets are as good as thermometers. And I thought it was really, 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 really cool. Can we have the music bot playing the music while listening fishing? You know, that might actually be something we can add. Let me see. You know what? Bear with me 1 second. There we go. I made a note to myself to look at that. Yeah, I think that might be something we can do. I'll look into that, and we'll have to see. But anyway, so yeah, it's a little bitty thing about crickets and why they're good as thermometers. There's a gentleman by the name of Amos Dolbear, and in 1897, he wrote a paper about how to be able to tell what the temperature is outside by how many cricket chirps there were. And I think they said 15 seconds. And you take whatever that number is and you add 40 to it, and that's the temperature in Fahrenheit. And so I think it's going to be really interesting to see this. And there's a song and a little like puppet show or whatever. It's kind of cute. I really liked it a lot. So we're going to go ahead and watch that. So I'm going to turn this off. I need to verify that you all can hear. I think this is what we need.
Cold weather is around the corner, which means those crickets in the yard will soon be silent. Our Robert Krulwich, who's always looking for new ways to share a story, knows quite a bit about the sounds crickets make. He tells all with a little help.
No. You're doing it all wrong, especially you. You're supposed to do the same amount of chirps as... No, you got to add the... Hang on, I'm going to call Robert again.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, Robert. Guys, can you be quiet, please? I've got Robert Krulwich on the phone from, get this, CBS Sunday Morning.
Okay, Dabchick, what seems to be the problem?
Yes, I remember that equation that you taught me?
Yes?
Well, they forgot it, and then I forgot it, but I wouldn't have forgotten it if they hadn't confused me with...
We'll just do this again then, only much more slowly this time, so maybe it will stick. As I told you before, there is an insect in your backyard that can uncannily tell you the temperature as well as any human thermometer.
Thermometer, yes, that's right, sorry. Guys, go grab a thermometer.
No, I don't want a thermometer, that's the point.
Okay.
Good, we don't need it. Because the insects that I was talking about...
Crickets
have something that no thermometer has. They've got a pair of, you know this, come on, a pair of...
They're hopeless, Robert. This is what I've been dealing with for the last...
Wings. Crickets have wings. And on these wings, they've got these little bumps that they rub together to make a chirping sound.
Well, they do have wings, but I don't think they're crickets. I don't know what they're supposed to be.
Oh, no, wait. Don't we have a cricket substitute that I showed you the other...
Oh, yeah, the
Guiro. It's called a guiro. This is a Caribbean instrument that very closely mimics the chirping sound of a backyard cricket.
You know, the cool thing is that we actually have a, I don't have a guiro here personally, but I have some kind of thing. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but it doesn't look like the thing that you're seeing, what the cricket has. However, this thing can also make that sound, kind of, and I have it here, and we're gonna play around with it once we hear what this guy has to say.
So, If you rub the bumps. Exactly. Now we can show you how a backyard cricket tells.
Yeah, see, I can do that too. Let me know if y'all can hear that well. I don't know how that sounds to you all. Y'all can't hear it? Oh, son of a bee. Sounds more like a bullfrog. Let's see. Might have something to do with my mic, maybe. Let's see what it does. Yeah, so the filters on my mic are too good. Imagine that. Maybe if I turn this off, let's see. Let's see what it does. Oh, there we go. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. There, let's try this. I'm going to sound a little different. Wow, that's lame. All right, never mind. I should have tested that before, huh? Anyway. We pause it for no reason at all. Never mind. All right, let's go back to the crickets. Yeah, my filters are too strong, apparently. Causes problems. All right, let's go. There we go.
That's the temperature just as well as any human thermometer using a very plain, very simple formula.
Which I forgot.
Which you forgot. Okay, so let me refresh your memory. In 1897, a physicist called Amos Dobert published a paper which said if you count the number of chirps that a cricket makes in 15 seconds.
Okay, the amount of chirps in 15 seconds.
Yep, and then you add the number 40.
At 40?
You will have the accurate outdoor temperature in Fahrenheit right where you are, and this works.
Okay, now it's coming back to me.
You remember it now.
I do, but let's do this quickly before I forget it again.
The night is warm, you're lying in your bed, but there's an insectine cacophony that's pounding on your head. The window's open, you can hear the chirping sound so clear. You give up on counting sheep and count the cricket sounds instead. Start the clock. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Sure, we all know how to count. But have you heard of Dolbear's law? It states that after 15 seconds, and we're a good way there, I reckon you add 40. And that's right. That's the temperature in Fahrenheit. Stop the clock. And what was that? 32. Let's do the math. 72 is the sum once you've added 40 on, and there you have it. Ain't that smart? And if you learn this tune by heart, then you can tell how hot or cool it is from the critters in your yard.
Oh, hang on, no, we shouldn't finish yet. Ooh, come back. Thank you. Robert, are there some instances where this calculation is ineffective or inaccurate?
Well, Dabchick, you see, crickets are cold-blooded creatures, so when it's warmer, they have more energy, and when it's colder, they have less energy. So if the temperature is dropping, they're going to get more sluggish and chirp slower and slower and slower until at around 50 degrees they just stop.
Okay.
So cricket thermometers break down at around 50 degrees.
And when it gets hotter?
Well,
Crickets don't
high
make that sound,
temperatures
by the
can
way.
cause a couple of problems too, because the hotter it gets, then the faster the crickets are going to chirp. And when you get from 95, 97, 98 degrees, they're going to be chirping at such a furious pace, it isn't good for their health.
Oh, we got a little situation here.
Is everything okay?
Don't know. Well, maybe just another victim in the noble pursuit of science. Oh, he's fine. Probably.
Man, that is so freaking cute. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I wanted to share that with you all because I enjoyed that thoroughly, and I hope you did too. Just thought since we had the little cricket thing going on in our old stream, that'd be kind of fun to go back to and kind of do cricket facts and stuff like that occasionally. Oh, he's fine. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Della, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We appreciate you being here. Oh, he's fine. Your voice needs to be turned up a bit. That shouldn't have changed. No, it doesn't. There we go. I forgot to turn one of the things on. How about now? Is it better? I've got these, this is kind of what I'm looking at in terms of the filters that I'm using. So we have this thing here. I've got autofocus, or voice focus, I should say, and that was off. And we turned the music up a bit, I think. Where's the music at? I mean, it really didn't change anything at all, though. That's the weird thing. I changed nothing. Oh, I know that's what you were talking about, Katie. I don't know if that's a waving hand or a slapping hand. That's okay. It looked like a waving hand to me. Oh, that's why. Alright, how about now? I bet you it's better now, right? Sorry about that. Sometimes we gotta change things, and I forget what we change. I'm just clicking buttons to try to see if there's a big difference, and sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. Anyway. But welcome on in, Della. I hope you're having a lovely weekend yourself. We just got a cup of coffee. We watched that cute little cricket video. I woke up this morning and was doing my thing, and my dad asked me if I had seen that yet, and I hadn't. How about now? Turn the music down. There's nothing going on with my mic. I've turned everything back on. Other than me, I guess just maybe I'm talking lower than I was a minute ago. I mean, you can hear it pretty loud, the music. I can't hear the music at all. Yeah, that's weird. I hardly touched anything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could have been further away from it. I could have also been looking in a direction that I wasn't looking in. There's a lot of different reasons why the mic changes a little bit. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, you should be able to hear the music, and, you know, I should be... Okay, the music is... That's a good music volume? Alright. I'm gonna try not to mess with it too much. I like to mute it rather than, do too much with the toggles, because I'll never remember where to put it, where I had it last time. So... Yep, that is the way I would like it to be. I would like to be a little louder than the music, but not in an overwhelming sense. That's kind of the vibe that I like to go with. It's been a good weekend. I loved the video. It was very interesting, and the video itself was really cool with the animation puppeteering. I thought so too. I really liked the crickets. I would absolutely love to have one of them just on my shelf somewhere. I think they probably used like a black light to make it glow, and I think that was a pretty cool effect. The only thing that was a little bit inaccurate is that crickets never make, they don't make that kind of sound at all. In fact, I mean, the only sound they make is the skittering sound that they can't help with their legs, and then the music with their wings. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into a little bit of WoW. I know you all are just biting at the bullet to get into the wowing, as you all always are. Yeah, I hate that that it changed a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to get that sound back the way that it was. Try not to let that happen too often. But it's good to know that the sound is good on your end. I appreciate you letting me know that. All right. We'll get back into it here. It's wowing time, exactly. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run... Oh yeah, I muted the sound. I tried to make myself remember that we needed to go back in and fix that. And that's what we're going to do. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go kill the Brewfest boss on every single alt that we have. And try to get as many of these coins as we can get. We already have quite a bit of the coins. Yeah, we have 11... Oops. We have 1,142 coins. So let's see how many more we can actually get. See how many more we can get. We're having a little bit of lag. I wonder what the... hang on a second. All right, cool. Yeah, that looks like that's good. Let's turn on the sound here for a little bit as well. So we definitely want to have sound here. There we go. And y'all should be able to hear that pretty well. And I don't believe that it's going to take us very long to get these groups going. The DPS ones will probably take a little bit longer. We might actually just skip that and just do the healers and the tanks, because those are going to be the easiest ones to get the fast groups for. And that's kind of what we're shooting for. Fast groups. Everybody's doing a raid. I think on Friday, for those of you who do play and are in our guild, I think they're going to be setting up a Friday evening raid time. And we might actually be able to fit in that slot. I would say that if there is enough hype for it, that could be something that we might be able to do in our Discord. Because it's not really necessarily something that I would want to have recorded and on YouTube, just because everybody and their mother does it. But for those few that do enjoy that type of content, we can just have something going in our Discord for it. Could be kind of cool. There we go. We'll say the same thing. Good luck in raid. All right, we're gonna go over to Corin Dire Brew. See what this guy's got for us. Shouldn't take very long. In fact, it's only going to take a couple of minutes per character.
Off with you. Well met.
Thanks, Angel. I appreciate that. Okay, we got a charm. Summon the Black Brewmaid, who will smite your foes with empty tankards. That's cool. Alright, what do we get here? We got an offhand and some brew tokens. Cool. Alright. It wasn't too bad. So now what we do is we just move on to the next characters. We have a lot. So it's going to take us probably, I don't know, it normally takes me about 20 minutes to get through them all. So we'll have to see. But every day that I do this, I'm always like, man, I should really be streaming this. So it's good to be able to actually do that now. Alright, so he's a tank as well. The funny thing is that when you spam these groups with the same named character just on a different server, I'm sure that people are like, man, I've seen like 18 Achetas today. I just wonder what people think. But that's the cool thing about doing these. I will say that. I'll hold on to that. Yeah, I really like the seasonal dungeons, and I hope that they do more of these. I think there's only 2 of them in the game right now. This one, the Brewfest guy, and then there's the guy for Halloween as well, which he's been around for a long time. I couldn't even tell you how long, but he has been around, I don't know, probably at least 10 years, if not longer. And that one's probably one of my favorites. And I really hope that we're going to be able to spam run these like we did this one. And then do the same thing just to farm tokens. Because if we can, that'd be pretty cool. We're trying really hard to get Buck involved in the wowing. One day it's going to happen. He's still kind of bummed out that he's in a place where he's got to pay to get his character back, the levels that he quote-unquote lost. So we're trying to help, be supportive, you know. So we'll hopefully that will we'll be able to get him convinced at some point. Okay, so this server cluster kind of sucks. It's taken a good almost 2 minutes for me to get into a queue. Not too bad, though. We'll get there. So yeah, I'd say probably tonight at about 6 o'clock or so, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be in the Cricket Cabana, and we'll be playing some games together. So if you would like to hang out and join us there, you definitely can. All right, here we go. We got a group going. Oh, shit, this is the wrong thing. That's why. Fuck. Well, it looks like we're tanking something. Damn. I didn't mean to do this. I didn't want to be in here. Oh well, we're doing it. No wonder the queue was taking so long. 'Cause it was the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't think I mean, I've run this place before, but I don't know that I've ever tanked it. Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is that after October 1st, they're gonna start doing they're gonna release or start inviting people to the beta or the alpha of the game of Midnight. And that's going to be really exciting. I hope that we get in. If we don't... I mean, one thing to know is if you were ever curious whether or not we're going to be... so, on October 1st, there's going to be an announcement or like a live Q&A, I think. They said. And it's going to be all about what to expect for the next foreseeable months with the wowing news. So we'll be covering all of that on Wednesday. And like I said, hopefully we'll hear a bunch of really good news about some stuff that we're going to be included in. And be able to give all kinds of new content as well. So I'm excited about that. finally got those dudes. It's in the wrong way. Come on, man. Oh, where's my taunt at? No. I guess it didn't matter, but I need to fix that. Gotta get our taunt button on there. Growl. Oh, there it is. It was down there the whole time. Is there anybody doing anything big this weekend? You got any big plans going on? Or are you just kind of wowing it up all weekend, or doing your insert normal here? Insert usual. I'm sure that Angel's probably playing a bit of Voyages of Nera, which I'm sure is pretty exciting. Red. Wrong way. I have no idea. That's why this place is so, normally, the tank is supposed to know how to do it. I do not. It'll be alright. Definitely did not pay attention to what I was queuing for. That was my problem. Yeah, how's the game volume, or the game music? Is it pretty good? Nobody said anything, so I'm assuming that it's okay. I think we're supposed to kill... Yeah, we're supposed to kill this thing here. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, we gotta go in here. Here's a boss. Nice. Alright. We can turn that down just a tad. In fact, I think it's a little loud too. So we'll just turn that down just a tad. Oh, you know what? This is probably the issue. Oh well. I'm gonna keep that the way it is for now.
Once my people thrived under the
Thanks, Katie. I
guidance of the
appreciate it.
Black Empire.
Alright, we only got one more boss to go. I think we'll make it. What do y'all think?
Glory, but no more. Ansurek and the Black Blood will usher in a new age for Ashkaz.
Yeah, the fighting should be better now. Yeah, it's a lot better. Perfect, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I wish there was a better way. I mean, after all these years of me doing this, I still haven't quite figured out how to test the audio to make it sound good. But I mean, it usually sounds okay in the clips and stuff. But I appreciate the open communication and telling me if y'all can hear everything properly, because it is very important. Alright, thank God that's over. I mean, there was nothing wrong with those people. being there, but I totally queued for the wrong damn thing. Like a freaking loon. So hopefully this doesn't take 15 minutes. But if I quit and left and came back, then it would give me a debuff that wouldn't let me get in a group again for another 30 minutes. And so it's worth it just to go through the group. You think the sound sounds good now? Perfect. I'm glad the sound sounds good. You can get up here. Interesting. Cool. Alright, it says it's only going to be 2 minutes, so we'll see. Uh-oh. Panic. Alright, there we go. We'll be in here soon now. Just had to test it to make sure that, you know, the fire still was hot.
Watch your back.
He died quick. Still nothing. Okay, so we just need to go to the bank and put in our coins. So the idea is to collect as many coins as we can. And put them all in the bank.
Interest you in a fight?
And it said we had 14. Oh well.
Be good.
And we're just gonna keep on keeping on. We got a bunch of druids to do this with. Eventually I gotta level up this this undead rogue. I'm having a really hard time enjoying Conquest Isle though, because I've just done it so many times, the noob area. It's not very much fun when you're doing it by yourself. We just gotta get more people to play is all. Alright, let's go here. Get that going. That was quick. That was not that bad. Very nice. Alright, let's see here. Nope, still nothing. One day we're gonna get it, man, I'm telling you. It's gonna be glorious. Gonna go all the way. Oh wait, we don't actually. I was gonna go all the way back to Iron Forge.
Extended supply of
What a loon.
goods for outlanders. Return and peruse my inventory again.
Okay, now this druid. I don't know that we have enough druids. Okay, queue for this. And I mean, the coolest part of these holiday quests or the holiday events is that the currency that you get as a part of this... I guess I don't have any. Oh, wait, it would be in here. Yeah. Well, I don't have any because they're all in the bank.
Light be with you.
Where'd it go? Here it is.
Safe travels.
I guess I didn't... maybe I walked away too quick.
King's honor, friend.
Must have. There we go. Yeah, the cool thing about this currency is that you can collect that on every single one of your alts and then put it in the bank for your main to then go and buy whatever you want to buy. So that's what we're doing. And I sure hope that in future events that it allows us to do this, so then I can get all of the things. So there's just a little tip to get the most efficient way of getting your tokens for the holiday events. They're almost too late on that one.
Here there. Off with you.
Alright. Yeah, I'm at level 80 on this guy, so the hurts a little bit more than he would normally. Okay, what do we get? Still just some coins. No big deal, though. No big deal. We'll put all these coins away and then try to get it on our next guy.
You need something?
219 coins. And moving on. We're just gonna do the higher level ones today, not the lower level ones. I mean, we're doing 2 paladin, or no, we did a paladin last time. I'm pretty sure this is a healer also. Where? Oops! Almost did it again. I'm gonna go in here. And it's just one of those grindy things that you gotta do in the game. But you only get a limited time to be able to get these coins, so this is the best way to do it.
Well met.
Still nothing. One day, because the rare drop comes from that crate I keep opening. So the more times we do it, the better chance we get to have a chance for the mount. So that's what we're doing.
GTL, friend. Gambling, tinkering, laundry. Keep your ear to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if you should be saying that to everybody, my dude. Alright, here's our other druid. And then we got another druid. I don't know. I think we might need more druids. What do y'all think? Maybe need more druids. Could always use more. Yes. Yes, indeed. Another little thing that I've realized that's it's gonna blow your guys' mind. Are you ready for it? Oh. Wait, I gotta remember who to talk to. Not her. Yeah, this lady here. If you talk to this lady right here, she actually gives you a Nightwing Raven form.
That's enough gabbing for
So
me
there you
today.
go. Now you could be a Nightwing Raven if you wanted to at the customizable thing. So we'll go over here and check it out real quick. We got time. Might be able to make it. There it is. We made it. Barely. My god. These poor people had to wait.
Talk to me. Watch your back.
We got all kinds of stuff. 15 gold, that's nice. Still didn't get it. Wait, those are the ones who turn into their own pets? Yeah, druids can turn into their own pets, that's right. And that little, that lady turns you into a night raven if that is what you want your bird form to look like.
Greetings.
Which I like a lot. I've always enjoyed that form. I keep forgetting to tell everybody about it. So now we got it nailed. Now just to remember again to remember. If I can. It's a tricky situation. I'm gonna have to write that down probably. There we go. Alright, I think we got another druid. Hell yeah. This one's a healer. I think we have healers left. This one actually I don't mind to level up, so we might do that later on too. Level this guy up a little bit. You know, they don't look any different. All my druids look just about exactly the same. But I can be a tree. That's the important thing. We like to be a tree around here. Yeah. Alright, what'd we get? Nope, didn't get it. We still got a couple more alts to go. I don't know. More than likely, Blizzard knows that you can do this, and they're like, you know what? Anybody who decides to do this has a worse chance to be able to get the drop. That's more than likely what's going on.
Yo.
That seems like something Blizzard would do.
Have a good one.
Alright, so we got it on that guy. Let's go down to our healer, our priest healer. Go from there. I don't know, we probably have maybe 2 or 3 more people to go on. Won't be too bad. Alright, let's see here. So we're gonna go do that. That was quick. Yeah, PI the mage. There we go. Just got the tokens. No big deal. Alright, hang on a second. Before we get too far in, I want to do one thing. Just gonna write down some stuff. I apologize. Just making a little list of the things that we already did. That way, we've got a good list. I can look back and remember. Okay, so this is where I need to do this, and so on and so forth. So that's perfect. That's 4 things already that we got going on. So we already did that. We need to go to the bank. And so you probably see that we have a new tabard throughout our characters. So this is like my, I call it my company tabard. Basically the tabard that all my characters will wear because it looks like a big giant cricket on the front of it. And so that's our company tabard. If you'd like to represent the cricket club, that's what you'll wear. You got to get your reputation with the Calaxy, I think is what they're called, up to Exalted. But the good thing is that that actually doesn't take very long if you get those tokens that you are getting out of the time walking events. And that's how I ended up getting mine up to Revered, is that I just kept running those dungeons until I had enough tokens to buy enough rep to get it. So that was a quick little way of doing that as well. I thought it was pretty cool. I have this thing where, like, things on my desk, like paper under my hands, I just can't handle it. It drives me crazy, so I moving my papers everywhere. I'm sorry. Driving me up the wall, y'all. Alright. So we're like 15 alts in. So we're going to do this. We're going to continue to collect as many coins as we can get, and then we're going to go back on our main. We're going to pick up the coins from the bank. And we're going to go and buy a bunch of stuff from the holiday event to actually see what we end up with. I think we have almost 2,000 coins. So it's going to be a pretty hearty little shopping spree that we're going to have going on. I am pretty excited about it. So the thing is that when you hit a certain level like I am now, I'm such a low level that it's harder for them to be able to find a group of people who are around my range. So it may take a little longer for me to get a group with these lower level characters, which is really totally fine. Honestly, we could probably just go ahead and do one of these. Oops, it unqueued me. Alright, let's do this first. We'll level up a little bit, at least level 20. And then we'll go from there. I think that might be good. Let's see if this goes any quicker. If it doesn't, we'll go back. Mixa, how you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. How are things going for you? There's the cricket chirp for good old days. Mixa, I do hope you're having yourself a fantastic weekend so far. Have you gotten yourself into anything cool? Anything worth mentioning? Even if it's not worth mentioning. Anything that you are excited about? Steal the fire pony. Is there a fire pony? I don't see a fire pony. Expected to be tested soon for the work license. Oh, very nice. Just resting today? Yeah, it's a good day to be resting for sure. We're gonna have to mow the grass again at some point, probably sooner than later. But it's like that fall, you know, like the very last time you have to mow, so it's not even really that bad. It shouldn't be too bad. Now, you know, I am very untested when it comes to healing on this character. Didn't realize that that's what we were doing. Oh well. It should be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Too bad my internet's lagging for some reason. I'm sorry to hear that. Jump up to 100 ms for no reason. I mean, it could be me. Seems like I've got a pretty good connection though. Yeah, I almost got closed out. I'm sorry about that, Mixa. Hope we're able to figure that out for you soon. Lava. Cool. Yeah, I can be a wolf. I forgot about that. I don't know how these healers are always so far ahead, because when I heal, I'm never in the lead. I'm never in the lead anyway. I'm just the old grandpa that everybody has to wait for. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm barely making it. Good grief. The view is obscured. That's not good. Wow. That's fine.
I'll hurl your corpses from this tower.
Oh, he's dead. Alright, well, we'll just have to take care of it ourselves then. You can't go up there at all. Let's see here. Here we go. Should have some more offensive stuff, right? There we go. Yeah, let's use this. Here we go, he's gone. took care of all that for you, no problem. I'm not gonna lose my, chance to get my coins. That's the whole point of us being here, is get those, tokens. That is the whole point.
The gates are about to fall.
Okay, perfect.
Slaughter these meddlers.
So, collectively, chat, what would you say is your favorite Halloween movie, or what would you want to see this year in the Cricket Cabana for us to watch for the holiday season? So whatever one you would like to watch, if there's one that's better than the other ones, then let me know, and it might just be something we watch. Nightmare Before Christmas? Nice. October 1st through September 30th? That's a long time. That is a good movie, though. I like that one. I don't know that I own that one personally, though, so I don't know if we can... I might. It might be on DVD somewhere in the house. Got him. Sky Fury, what does this do? I only wanted to do one. Yeah, I think we'll definitely be watching Halloween Town. That's my absolute favorite Disney / Halloween movie ever. And then, of course, The Goonies, because Goonies is a must-watch during this time of year also. So those will be on there. Probably Ghostbusters. We'll have to be watching that one. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is a good one, though. Maybe a little addicted. Yeah, I don't know anything about addiction or how things, how I get addicted to things or anything like that at all. Yeah, those are good suggestions. And if anybody has any of those movies, or you have a movie that you would like to suggest, and you have it on DVD, let me know. And we can figure out a way to where you can host that, and then we can watch it. Alright, so we're going to wait for we always gotta wait for DPS. Click the button. This is what happens. Oh wow, look at this. An AoE heal? I love it. That's a silence. Perfect. We needed one of those. Peanuts holiday movies. Yeah, that's no worries. We'll talk about it and see what time works best for you. We're probably going to be doing the movies a little earlier because that was way past my bedtime, and I was struggling towards the end to stay awake. If I'm going to be honest with y'all, so we might do it just a little bit earlier, just to make sure we all get to bed on time. All right, what do we got? What did we get? Still nothing good. I've got the first 3 Harry Potter movies, but I don't have any of the other ones. It seems kind of like a party foul.
You got my attention.
But, you know, I can appreciate the movies, but they're not my favorite forms of that content. Oh, true, yeah. I mean, that could be a possibility, but, you know, I want you to be a part of it, especially if you gotta stream it, you know? Unfollow.
You have walked the trial of strength.
Okay, so I said we weren't gonna do the DPS ones, but I'm gonna do them anyway. We'll just see what happens here. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, missing a lot. There's a mailbox here. Interesting. You can watch it on your tablet. That's so funny. Oh, I got a
fortune when I smell it.
We're gonna disenchant that. You know, I forgot that I could do that, actually. That's enchanting. We should probably be doing this a lot, actually. So we're gonna disenchant some stuff. If it's something that I got, yeah, no worries. Well, I'll make the list of the movies that I want to watch, and then I'll challenge you all to let me know if there's any of them that you all own specifically. And if that's the case, then we'll get together and try to figure out how to plan that out. And then go from there. I'm just gonna disenchant all this and get some materials. These void crystals, I don't know if they're gonna sell for a lot or not, but I guess we'll find out. It's better than selling this stuff for 1 silver, or 1 copper anyway. $900 versatility, that's crazy. Okay, that is not better than what I already have. Interesting. I can't disenchant that. Interesting. Alright. Okay, well. So it's going to take about 4 minutes for us to get there. Let's see. I guess we don't have a Hearthstone. That seems silly. We're gonna have to fly some places here, it looks like. There we go. Perfect.
Sunflower.
Talk to me.
so bad at Warlock. Just hit buttons and make things go boom. About all I know. Me and the tank got CC'd that time. Alright, what we get? Just coins. Okay, now we get him. Well, you know what? We actually, yeah, we probably should. Let's go back to the bank and take care of that.
Time is money,
And then we'll go and buy all of our stuff as well. And that should be alright. We got one more point in here to put in. There we go. And I'd say probably, probably around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll start gaming in the Discord as well. So if you would like to game with us today, we're going to be hanging out. If we can get enough people together collectively, we might get into like a game of Enshrouded or something along those lines. But just kind of as my staple, I'll probably be doing some WoW related thing, and then we'll just go from there. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing later today, and pretty much every weekend from here on, unless specifically, you know, we got something planned, or I got a real life thing going on, we'll try to do something in the Cricket Cabana, just to make it a little bit more worth paying the $5 a month to do so. You know, the fishing game is great, but I want to make it to where y'all actually enjoy being over there. And it looks like so far you have. I'm always enjoying getting up in the morning and seeing how often y'all are fishing and stuff like that. So I really appreciate all that. Okay, so we do not have to go all the way to Orgrimmar for the bank, because the bank is here. That's the auction house, though. Is the bank this? Yeah, it's this one right here, I bet. Bank is over here. And talk to the big boss banker.
What time is it?
The lead banker. Okay, and then where'd we? Okay, let's go to our main. And then we'll get our coin. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's go into the bank. Sorry about that, everybody. I just had to take a moment to answer a question. Okay. So they should be over here. Nice. Now we got 1,478 coins. Let's there we go. You probably have gotten way more, but that's gonna be enough for me now to get what I want to buy. Or let's just see how far 1,400 coins actually goes. I think that's probably the better angle. So we're gonna ride over here. I don't know why I'm walking. I could fly. Alright, let's also see if the boss is available. Looks like he's not. You know, I'm not 100% sure if that was just like a one-time thing, and it could have been. But it seemed like it would be more than... It'd be like a week. Or a daily thing that you could do, but I guess not. Because the only thing that seems to be coming back are these two. I guess we could go ahead and do that, though.
Go forth to victory.
Let's get these bubbles, because that's just some easy... Those are just 10 easy coins we can get. Totally worth it. Well, why wouldn't you want to be a bird flying through beer bubbles, you know? Perfect.
Speak, friend. Strength.
There we go. You got 10 more real quick.
What do you need? Be safe.
I don't know, maybe it's something to do... It just kind of happens. It could be a timed event, I'm not sure. Anywho. So, I think the one thing that we definitely want to get is our tabards. So let's see here. Mantle, that's a back piece. There's a tabard of the brew, we want to get that. Okay. I thought there was another tabard over here, maybe not.
We will have justice.
Okay, and then we want to get the Hearthstone. I want to get this grill as well. Yeah, and this Hearthstone. As well. Okay. And then let's see about any kind of pets we could get. There's that thing. And I'll see. I'm pretty sure there's one more. I thought there was one more tabard that we could get. We have 688 coins left. So we're gonna be able to get quite a few things, it looks like. We got the tabard of the brew already. Brew boots. Alright, let's see here. The party in the background, yeah, it's pretty wild, right? Okay.
Salama Ashalinore.
So we will get this guy and that guy.
For the Horde. Yeah?
And then I want that. There we go.
Time's a-wasting.
Alright, so we ended up getting... Oops. Alright, so we ended up getting quite a few items. New items. So we got this toy. We got a new tabard. We got a couple of other toys here. I bought 2 of those. Oh well.
Everything has a price.
Wonder if I can... Alright, cool. I got my 200 coins back. Nice.
Remember the Sunwell.
Okay, so we got that tabard. We got a few new toys, I think. Okay. Nothing is unclicking. So we're gonna have to quit the game and come back because I think that's the only thing to do with it when it does that. I'm not sure. I'll have what they're having. Yeah, right, exactly. That's hilarious. Okay, and so we were able to get the tabard. Let's see if that works now. It does. There we go. That's pretty cool. We got a Hearthstone. We have a banner. A sausage grill, which I knew we had to have that. And then a new pet. And I got this brew pack. And a pony keg. That's pretty dang cool. So let's see here. We got our pony keg. I don't see the pony keg. Not sure what happened to that. What about this? Okay, we got a little banner. That's cool. Let's see. What else did we get? We get that. This thing. Oh, nice. Just a good way of getting drunk. Oh, just getting everybody just wasted. Alright. Oh, we got this grill. That's what I was excited about. So maybe you can... I bet you're going to be able to... Can you cook on this is the question. Let's see. Where's my cooking at? I mean, it's on the same cooldown as the cooking fire. So that has to be good. Yeah, I guess I didn't have cooking on here. That's weird. Yep, you can cook on that. That's cool. I like that. Well, that's rad. And, yeah, that's about it. I still have 288 coins. I don't believe that there's anything else that we can really get over here. that we haven't already gotten. Let's see here. We can't afford any heirloom pieces. We don't really need any. And I mean, I can maybe get one of these if I really wanted to have it. Black beret. Green belt. And there's a couple of shields here that are okay. That was the main thing that I really wanted, was the... I guess we should definitely get that. And I'll buy the grain hat since it's a blue. Nice. And we also got an achievement. What achievement did we get? Oh, we got 50 toys. Nice. Well, there we go. We spent our money. Oh, yeah, we got a couple. We got this guy, too, this elephant. Well, that was pretty cool. And so we got a couple of toys. We got, oh yeah, our Hearthstones. Let's check out, that'll be the one thing that we do here. Let's see here. So now we got our Brewfest Hearthstone. Okay, it's just like a beer dance, basically. Not too bad. Fantastic. Alright, well, it looks like we were able to get quite a bit done today. We were able to get everything out of our, out of the Brewfest that we wanted. Able to collectively get the toys and the Hearthstones. We're trying to make a stride to get all of the collectible Hearthstones that we can get, especially from all of the chained holiday events. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to continue to get all of those here in the next couple of weeks. Let's look at the calendar really quick here. So next Thursday, we're gonna stream on Wednesday. So we'll be streaming on the 1st of October. That's gonna be... We're going to be covering the World of Warcraft Q&A event that they're going to be hosting. I believe that that's going to start at 10 a.m., so we may be a little earlier on that day coming up, but I just wanted to let you all know of that. And so we have the Harvest Festival coming up on Thursday, which is going to be pretty cool. We'll be probably making a video on that as well. But the big thing that we're really excited about is going to be Hallow's End. So that starts on the 18th of October. Man, that's going to be a while, actually. That kind of makes me sad. Anyway, we're going to be able to go through there and do a bunch of Halloween stuff. That's going to be really, really exciting. I'm excited about doing that. It'll be exactly like what we're doing now with the Brewfest, but just more Halloween. Typically with the Halloween event, they have you go around to all around the selected areas and trick or treat. So we'll do that. We'll also go around and get all of the buffs from the major cities, both Alliance and Horde. I believe that there's a fishing thing that you need to do as well, and then of course the boss. And I think there's some other quests that we can do, masks to collect, and so on. So there's a lot of things that we're going to be able to do with that. I'm excited about it. And then I don't even really know. I've never done this Great Gnome run, the Great Gnomeregan run. But apparently what you do is you join the gnomes as they celebrate their unrelenting moxie. race across the race across the Eastern Kingdoms from Nomragon down to Booty Bay. I have no idea why I had such a hard time reading that. Anyway, it's supposed to start pretty early. So we'll probably do that, and that's on Saturday. I'll probably be doing that. I don't know. We're trying to. I'd like to really fit in one more day on a stream, because I just feel like only 2 days a week is not enough. So that's either gonna be on Friday. I feel like that's a good day to do one, or so on. But anyway, I'd like to definitely be able to do one more throughout the week. Maybe have 3 going on. And it just really depends on what kind of content we're making, or what kind of is going on, and that all kind of depends on what happens on Wednesday, because that announcement's going to be really huge for us. There's going to be a lot of information and a lot of things to react to, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. But for what I had planned for today, we're pretty much good on that. I've done everything that I wanted to do. Look at this monk pretending to be a druid. You see that? I see you over there. You fake druid. Alright, but yeah, that was what we wanted to do today, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. But I do appreciate you all being here and hanging out and being a part of the stream, of course. We'll go into our chatting screen. Remember that tonight, if you are a part of our cricket club, our cricket cabana, that we're going to be having a game night all set up. So we'll be doing that. Also, our fishing competition season 1 starts on October 1st. So if you are not already doing the fishing game, then make sure that you are getting in on the Patreon and being a part of that, because we're going to be offering games and things like that and other prizes as well. To the participants of it. You do have to be a part of the Patreon and our hidden Discord channel in order to be doing that. If you would like to help us grow as a stream, remember our stats are pretty close to getting there. We're only about, I'd say about 1,000, maybe 1,500 hours away from being able to get to the point where we can start getting subs and things here on YouTube. So if you would like to help us get to that point, there is a playlist that I would like you all to watch for me. And that's just if you have nothing better to do and you just want to watch cricket content. Click on that playlist. Watch one of the longer streams. If you just start it from the first stream, it'll just autoplay. So literally, you don't have to do nothing. Just open it up in a tab. Leave the sound on just a tad. The sound still has to play. It still has to register that you're listening, even if you're not. And then that will count for me. Everybody's been doing a great job of keeping up with that. So continue what you're doing. Do all you can. And when you run out of that kind of stuff, then we're just going to have to make some more, aren't we? Some more long content just for you all to watch. But we're really close to being able to make it, and just a little push is going to go a long way. Also, if you're out there and you liked what you heard, like what you saw, please make sure to subscribe. We're 237 out of 500 in order for us to get to our goal. So our goal is 500 subs. So if you could help us get there, that would be much appreciated as well. But that's really about it from me here. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have been enjoying the videos. I know I have enjoyed making them. And I hope to see you all next stream. Well, actually, I hope to see you all in our Cricket Cabana Game Lounge. We're going to have to think of a better name for that. But yeah, in the Game Lounge tonight, we're going to be playing games. I look forward to seeing you there. Della, I appreciate you being here also and hanging out. And Katie and Angel and all the rest, you guys are awesome. Have a great night. Take care of yourself. And we'll see you guys next time.